We're the Sunshine Stitchers. I'm EJ.
I'm Deb.
I'm Shelia. And welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this week's video. We are a day late.
But not $1 short.
No.
We want to thank you for watching our videos. We really appreciate it. The three of us come to you as three once a month when Deb visits. Today we're recording on a Sunday, so Deb is at home.
Yes.
And EJ is a mile from home.
Yes. And we recorded today instead of yesterday, because yesterday I did a 5K, survived.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was good. It was good. Listen, okay, so this is the thing. So we were the last one. Well, I was there on time.
Mm-hmm.
We were a group of 4. Mm-hmm. 2 of my friends were not. Mm. So we started late, right? We started late. Everybody left. We're just, you know what? We have all day. Because this is not a race for us. This was just accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we were basically one of the last ones to start walking. Mm-hmm. And so we did our 3.1 mile, mm-hmm. I'd rather say 5K mm-hmm. than 3.1, because mm-hmm. 5 is more than 3.1.
Okay.
Okay. They're equivalent, but that's okay. So we did the 5K, and then literally they were picking up the cones as we passed.
Oh my God.
We're holding up traffic. It was fine, but we had a good time. Now we want to do this like a monthly thing, mm-hmm. and then maybe do a 10K or something later down. Mm-hmm. But we want to do like a monthly thing because it was really good.
Yeah,
I'm like at the end, it was like we felt really good. It's like, yeah, those are the endorphins kicking in.
That's what they
that's what, exactly. I guess I don't walk long enough because I've never felt this way before. Like I was floating. It was really, really, really good.
Yeah. Oh, very
nice.
Good. Very good.
And then we went to eat brunch. It was delicious. It was good. Yeah.
That's good. I used to do long distance walking mm-hmm. when I was way younger. Mm-hmm. I did a lot of charity walks because there were always 5K or 10K mm-hmm. Charity walk runs.
Yeah.
And I was living in the DC area, so a lot of those would take place around all the monuments and stuff.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And it was just, I don't know, it was just an incredible experience to be doing those walks around like the tidal basin and the memorial and stuff. It was pretty cool. I liked it. I remember one walk, I don't think I'll ever forget this. It was a longish walk. I think it was 9 miles walk down through, I forget what they call the path now, but it's a path that ends in Georgetown, but it starts actually, I think, somewhere in like Pennsylvania or something. It's one of those old paths that they used to take back when. And I remember we got to the end, and as we're approaching the end, there was a spot where you had to go up this steep hill. And I remember as I approached it, for me at that time, this old lady passed me. And she just went up that hill. And I remember saying, oh, no. She's not going to do that. And I just went up that hill. I got to the top and I was like, is there oxygen?
I need to breathe.
Oh God, where's the closest ambulance? I'll just go lie down. You don't have to pick me up. I'll just go lie down. And she just scampered right out. I was like, oh my God. That's why I don't think I'll ever forget.
Listen, there were plenty of older people walking right past us.
Yes.
Good time. we stopped at every mile marker. I took pictures. Like it was a thing.
Oh I remember my daughter with her first baby. She was maybe 4 months pregnant, almost 5. she did a half marathon.
Gee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
that wasn't her first.
Uh,
She was running all the time by then.
Okay. Okay.
So, and she walked a lot of it, she said.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, once you get in the habit, it's a great habit to have, for sure. Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about your walking.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
So we also appreciate your comments every week. We
Yes.
appreciate the fact that you take the time to not only just watch our videos, but write comments to us as well. So Mary Lou Wood, JX4M or IX4M said, she was talking about the temperature butterfly math.
Uh-oh, I don't have water.
That's what I have, water.
Can we pause and I'll go run get some water?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna go run get some water.
Okay. Okay, so Deb,
Wait,
got your water? Okay, so this is temperature butterfly math. So in our last video, EJ was calculating the number of stitches she needed to do per week,
Per month.
month.
There's no way. Yes, per month.
Complete her piece by the end of this year.
Correct.
Okay.
And in her calculation, she only really needed to do 100 stitches per month.
Yeah.
She has 3 butterflies left to do.
Correct. Yes.
So you said that each section was 30 stitches.
Correct.
There are 30 sections per butterfly.
Around, yes.
So it means that one butterfly is about 900 stitches.
Correct.
3 butterflies is 2,700 stitches.
Yep.
So if you divide that by 10, you get 270 stitches. How do you get to 100 stitches?
I think I divided it by 12. Hold on.
It's still going to be 200 stitches.
12?
If you divide 2,700 by 12, that's that's more than 2,400. So that's going to be at least 200. I don't do math. I can at least figure that part out because
It's 225. I think I just threw out 100 stitches a month, knowing that I'll do more. I don't know. Listen.
You did the math.
Did I do the math?
Yeah, you sat there, you calculated.
When? This one?
Last video.
Last video? I don't know what the hell I was saying last video, excuse me. I was probably hungry. And my math was, is that fuzzy math?
But anyway, you need to stitch double the number of stitches.
Double and then some.
Yeah, to finish by the end of the year. Yeah.
Oh my God. Maybe I did it over 2 years. Maybe, I probably did it, okay, over 2 years.
No, you did it. No. No.
Okay, so yes, I was looking, I saw that comment. It's like, yeah, I said, what did I, yeah, my math was completely off.
Yeah.
Math wasn't mathing.
My math wasn't mathing.
I know, but even as you were doing it, see, I don't do math, and the Lord knows I do not do math in my head. I will never, no.
Go back to see what I was thinking.
Yeah. And I remember as you were going through it, I remember sitting here going, that doesn't sound right. But I'm never confident in my math.
I need you to be confident.
I'm not going to question.
Why not?
I'm not going to question the math of a math teacher.
No. I encourage my students to question me because it's like, wait a minute, because I can be wrong. Clearly I was, right? No one is infallible. So I was like, no, I tell my kids all the time, if you think that I did a mistake, let me know. And then that's a teachable moment for me and for them. Like if they're wrong, then I can clarify it. Or if I'm wrong, I'm like, oops, my bad. I should have done this.
Right.
Thank you for correcting me, Mary.
When I was teaching math, I knew darn well some of those kids were way more
Correct.
than I ever was.
Correct.
All I was more educated. That was all.
That's it.
Mhm.
I had like 1 year, I taught this advanced class and I taught them about imaginary numbers, right?
Uh-huh.
The next day, this guy, this super, he's
Yeah.
up there, he comes
Yeah.
to me, "Listen, I was looking at the imaginary numbers and this and this and this, and I said, oh my God, that looks so good. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But he did his calculations and with the magic, I'm like, oh, nice.
Imaginary number?
Yes. Dad, what's an imaginary number?
If I remembered, I'd tell you.
Oh,
I'll tell you though, my other daughter, when she was in college, she was dating a math whiz.
Uh-huh.
He would have known.
Yeah. That was probably him.
Google.
Imaginary numbers?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't remember what it was.
I don't.
Imaginary numbers, I think it's like, I don't know. Hold on.
Well, you just recently taught it, didn't you?
No, that was years ago.
Oh, okay.
But she's not old enough to not remember.
I mean, for me, it was, geez, I don't know, like
L-
more than 20 years ago.
Imaginary numbers is a product of a real number and imaginary unit, I, which is defined by the property I squared, which equals to -1. Wait, hold on, let me say. Imaginary numbers meaning for elementary kids.
Oh, so that's the I and the X?
That's
Well,
the lowercase I. Imaginary number, and imaginary is a number that when squared results to a negative number. Oh, okay, that's clear.
Okay.
When you square it, it becomes a negative number.
Okay.
right, which is not really possible.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
I mean,
Correct.
no matter what you square, you're always going to get a positive.
Positive number.
Correct.
Correct.
Anyway, so now
Okay, so
all
much
know.
for
You're like,
way more
whatever.
than we care to.
yeah. And Jackie Knoll 9818.
I didn't bring my glasses. Jeez.
So we were talking about, again, this is back on the topic of how to stay focused on projects that are close to a finish. So
Oh,
you get
yes.
lost in the rotation or
Yes.
lost
Right.
in the pile.
Right.
And so she leaves her projects, the ones in that state, easily accessible.
Mhm.
And then if she has a minute or some time,
Mhm.
she'll go grab one and do
Mhm.
some work on it. She said, for instance, while she's cooking, when she has her dinner or something in the oven,
Mhm.
then
Mhm.
she'll go pick up a piece and start work on
Nice.
it while she's waiting for dinner to finish.
Nice.
I
Just
think
for a
that was
half
pretty
hour.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm close to a finish, I just go ahead and put everything else aside. I don't
Yeah.
worry about whatever was in my rotation.
Mhm,
It's not hard and fast. Like, it's just, I have a plan that can be broken. It's not, you know, it's
Mhm.
not War and Peace. It's not Tolstoy. It's just a suggestion.
That's correct.
Do something else.
That's correct. That's correct. I do that sometimes, but my thing is like when I put together my stitching plan for the month,
Mhm.
I
Uh-huh.
kind of invest in those pieces and putting some time in on those pieces. And so I don't ever want to cheat a piece from getting stitched on or worked on. I
Mhm.
was like,
I get that, but so my goal is to at least finish a couple of things a year.
Mhm.
So if I see that it's just going to take a little bit more, maybe a
Mhm.
week more,
Mhm.
I'll do it. I'll spend that extra week because for me, that's a bigger like goal
Yeah, yeah,
then get to the next piece.
right.
Mhm.
And just putting in more stitches on something that is gonna continue on anyway.
Mhm.
Right.
I get it. Well, that's why this year I tried to pick out pieces that I thought I could finish
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
during the year, and every month I'm putting in some time on those
Mhm.
pieces, regardless of whatever else, which we know is a ton. In my rotation, those pieces are showing up every single month because I think I'm really close.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what I need to, because my whip go is so broad, like it's in categories,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
that I should just probably those pieces that are almost done, put those in, so I'm forced to stitch on it.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Which
it's a
I just
good way to go. And
yeah.
last year I picked everything that was closest to a finish. I think
Mhm.
I finished 6 or 7 things, which was great for me,
Mhm.
who only finishes maybe 1 or 2.
Mhm.
So yeah, it worked out great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I know we were having trouble with your anagram, one of your challenges last week, the letter E. You couldn't come up with any
Acrostic.
acrostic. And the E you had for the fairy.
Letter E,
for the
fairy.
Okay, she suggested E for elephant.
Oh, baby elephant, which I
Baby
haven't
elephant,
touched.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Remember
one
that?
closer to a finish, right?
Yeah,
Baby elephant.
Oh, I got a whole elephant and a baby to do.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Gotten to the bottom of the mama's ear where the baby is.
Yeah, it's so
Just,
cute.
just about to get there.
It's so cute. It's super cute.
Yeah. All
It's gonna be
right.
a surprise to everyone when that's done.
Oh my God, yes. Woo, Lordy.
celebrate.
All righty. So, Deb, do you have any starts?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, believe it or not, I do.
Ooh.
So I have to come up with an exchange for this year. It's the deadline's coming up, so I decided to work on this. Quaker berry.
That's super cute.
So that's what I'm going to work on. That's what I'm working on. However,
I'm sorry, I didn't see the designer. Who's the designer?
Erica Michaels.
Erica Michaels. And instead of using a neutral background, I decided to kind of flip it. And so I picked up 36 count Versailles red.
Wow.
It's hand dyed by Stephanie. And this is it.
Oh, how pretty.
Ooh.
That's very pretty. Wow. And is that Blanc? The thread?
This is not Blanc. This is Dinky Dye's Pearl.
Oh, wow. So it's almost like an ecru.
Yeah, but on this it's really popping like white.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
so nice.
so nice.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a really nice berry.
So I'm nearly done with this, and then I'll finish it for the first time. I've never done a berry before.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. If it turns out crummy, I've got enough time to do something else,
Okay.
and I'll just keep it.
But
So
I
we'll
hear
see.
her very finishing instructions are very good.
Yes.
And there are a couple of videos
Yeah.
out there, people on how to do berries.
I'm honestly not real worried.
Mhm.
Jane, our friend Jane, just talked about getting wool roving.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some of that, and I can see where it's gonna probably be real firm, sturdy,
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So we'll see. I'm excited to see if it works out.
All righty. Good, good, good. I'm sure it will. I mean, you're not inexperienced, so.
She said,
I've never done a berry. I've done a pillow. How much harder could it be? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just a different shape.
exactly. It's just a different shape.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. You'll be fine. Did you have any starts?
No.
Neither did I.
Oh,
So-
Do you have any finishes, Deb?
well, just the couple that we're gonna show next time.
Okay. All righty.
No other thing.
Okay. So yeah, so Deb and I both have our fully finished holiday countdown from Evertote from last year, but we did them on different counts. And so we want to make sure we show them at the same time so you can see the difference in the sizes of the pieces with the two counts.
I could show the other one, the dictionary series.
Oh, yeah, that's
Please.
gorgeous.
You want
Yes.
Should I show that one?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I need to. I need to. Oh, I have a picture. Okay, later. Oh, that's so good.
That is so perfect. So perfect.
And this
I love
this
it.
frame has the look of cork.
Yes.
Yes.
Like cork.
Nice.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
Yes.
That's so
Perfect.
good.
This is Cherrywood Design Studios, and it's 28 count weeks, and it's gingham tin roof.
Yes.
It's their gingham series.
And you have all of them, right? You
I
have
do.
all of those charts.
I do. I do. I have all of them, and I have all the gingham that is called for.
I think I'm missing pincushion, and that's the only one, and that's the freebie one.
Yeah, well,
Pincushion.
I think I have that one, and we can pass back and forth.
Yeah, because
One
this is a Deb and I stitch along.
Yeah.
We've done
5 years old now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We've
a
done
lot.
wait, you've done chart and I've done what did I do? Chart?
Did you
No.
do stitch?
I did stitch. Yeah. And then that's it. And then she had us another one. She's much better on with this than I am. Because I have one. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta start it. And yeah, it's still sitting here.
It's okay.
It's beautiful. And it's not a bad, like it's quick.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
This was one of those ones when I looked at it, I said, oh, you kind of finish this no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, I've had it for a while. I just recently got it framed.
All right. Very nice. I love it.
And then for me, what is this? I don't know what's going on here. My the one I got framed is finally at its place of honor.
Yes.
Right here. So this is my office. And then my what's it called? Shoot for the Moon is finally hung up in my office. This is my artwork area, like painting with a twist. One for my birthday, one for my friend's birthday, and then my little stitches.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Love it.
So
that's pretty. The location is beautiful.
I know, so nice. And then I will build another one.
Yeah.
And then my monthly series is gonna go underneath it.
Yeah.
Like hello, whatever. So it's gonna go underneath here.
Okay.
It's gonna go under whenever I finish it. It's gonna go
down
under
there. Oh, cute. Yeah.
And then I'll just change the month out.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll see.
So, Deb, since I don't have any finishes, so let's see your whips.
Oh, okay. So the end of February, I had, I told you guys I would be working on Elizabeth Garrett, or it could be Jared. I don't know. It's a Hands Across the Sea chart. And it's a small one, and I'm using Gloriana Granny Smith green for this one. And this is it.
That's pretty. That is gorgeous.
That is nice. That is nice.
And this is that's the color.
What more do you need to do? Let me see the back.
Not much. It's
Yeah.
It's the like
her name and little motifs.
Yep. It's very
almost done.
Which is another thing. Maybe I'll go back to it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got that one going, but that's put away now. And then the beginning of this month, I worked on two things. One of them is Oh Joyous Day,
Yay.
which is really meant to be an anniversary chart, is the original, but it also was started by a lot of people on the inauguration of Joe Biden, if you remember that. And I think probably that's when I started it.
Yep.
And here it is.
Whoa. You worked on the pink house.
I did. I got almost done. I put all the doors and windows in.
Nice.
So in case there's a hurricane, well, it doesn't have a roof. Well, you know what? That bird.
Blue.
The
You need
bird
to put a blue roof.
the bird can sit on the roof, and
That's right. The bird's big enough.
Mm-hmm. So these are the threads. Very pretty.
Very pretty. Yeah.
And the other thing I guess I should say, the Elizabeth Jared was 36 count eggshell fiber on a whim. This one is 36 count cottage stone color and cotton.
Nice.
So I do like 36 count. That's probably my go-to if I can get away with it. But like you guys, I am working on Put a Bird on It. This is the palette.
Nice.
I love your palette.
And this is the chart.
That's a beautiful
It's gorgeous.
And this is where I've gotten, and I need to work on it more for March.
Nice.
But that's it. That's what I've got.
Is your middle name Anne?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It is. It sure is.
You're looking good.
Yeah, I'm yeah.
Yeah.
But I need to get back to it. I really do, because what happened was I got interrupted by the berry.
Oh.
Otherwise, I would have been working on it.
Yeah.
But that's okay. And for that one, let me see. What do I have? I think it's Sturdy. Yeah, it's Sturdy Porcelain is the Roxy Floss Co that I picked.
Yeah.
And it's Roxy Floss Co threads. And what I'm doing is when I find a bird, instead of using one thread, which is what I have throughout, I'm using two threads.
Okay, sorry.
You have a kitty?
Yeah, we heard something and
Yeah, I think it was the door that cracked.
oh, okay. He's curled up in the box, in the Christmas box.
The too small box. Yeah.
So anyway, so the bird is birds are all gonna be the same color. And they're gonna be two threads.
Nice.
So they'll
pop.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That was the idea. So
Looks good.
That's it for my whips.
All righty.
You want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so EJ, let's see your whips.
Okay, so I worked on Put a Bird on It. No, that's not Put a Bird.
I know. Yeah.
Temperature Butterfly.
Okay.
Oh, temperature butterfly. Okay.
My bad. For most of the week, and this is what I got to. Where am I? Here. So I did all but two.
Okay.
Okay. So
and all the yellows, this is October. The yellows were 84 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ. It was hot, I guess.
I remember that year. It was very
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah. So the yellows were 84 degrees.
Okay.
So I only have 2 more months. So that's 30, 30, that's 62. So that's 62 sections. Let me do the math real quick.
Okay.
So 62 sections.
I'm counting on you.
Times 30. Oh, I need the calculator. Because, no.
Obviously, doing math in the head did not work. Had everybody confused.
62 times 30 equals 1,860. Divide that by how many more months we have? 9?
You said 2.
Huh?
Is
62 times 30.
that's 1. That's
1,800.
1 equals 1 butterfly.
What do you mean that
No,
equals?
no. She just needs the amount of months left in the year.
Yeah. So 62, 30 plus 2 is
Divided by 9.
divided by 9. Oh, okay. Oh, 200. So I still don't know where I got the 100 from. So it's basically 207 stitches each month.
Okay, that's doable.
Yeah,
That's doable.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we'll see. I mean, it should be done, right? Yeah, because that's ridiculous if it's not. So temperature butterfly is 1. But that's it for the month of March for it, because I'm not gonna pick it up until April.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause I have other things to stitch on, like a whole bunch of other things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like temperature. Nope, that's not temperature. That's put a bird on it
Mm-hmm.
by Modern Folk Embroidery,
Mm-hmm.
which every month is cut into 12 months. Every month you do a section. This was the December section, January. Now we're working on February. So I just finished my January section. No, we're in March.
We're in March.
So January, no, December, January, February. What? I'm so behind.
Yeah, I finished February and a little bit more, but I haven't done anything for March. I'm kind of where you are.
Oh my God. So
Oh well.
I'm almost done. The thing is, I'm almost done with February. I'm not even done with February. Because
You'll get there.
oh man. Okay. So this is March.
Yeah.
Which I thought we were in February still, like clearly, right? And this is where I am.
Oh, that's so pretty.
It's so nice. I finished this motif
Uh-huh.
and I started on this motif.
Mhm.
Okay. So pretty. What's your fabric and the count?
The fabric is 32 count porcelain by Roxy Floss Co. And the thread, thread,
Mhm.
is that what we call it? Floss.
Mhm.
The strings are also are also Roxy Floss Co.
Right. And did you
My bag
what
is
did you say the
Stitchin
what did
button.
you say the count was?
32. And I'm using 2 strands. Bless you.
Hmm.
So this
What
is
am I
it.
using? Am I using 32? No, I'm not. Am I?
I don't know.
I am.
You're using 32?
Well, how about that? And I'm using only one thread.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I thought you were using
And
36.
so that Roxy stuff, that covers nicely.
nicely. Yeah, it's nice and luscious. It's like vibrant and
Yeah.
thick. I not thick,
Ah,
but like
Full.
cool.
yeah, it pops. It's buttery. Like you know when you have a sunny side up egg
Mhm.
and then you break
Mhm.
the yolk and it's like creamy.
Mm-hmm. That's
This is
it.
it. This is that yolk.
So that's why the doing 2 threads works too.
Yes. Okay, good to know.
Okay,
Roxy
good.
Floss Co. 1 or 2 threads on 32 works
Yeah.
well. All right, and that's it for me.
Okie dokie.
How about you, Shelia?
Well, I've been busy.
I know.
I didn't have only a couple of full stitchy days.
Mm-hmm.
This whole month is busy month for me.
March?
Yes, March. So I
Oh, I love that one.
yes,
Oh, me
Tumbling
too.
Rose is one of my favorites by
Rosewood Manor.
and this is on a 32 count even weave in white. No particular, I don't know where I got it was an old piece in my stash. And I'm using the call for Valdani silk. and I'm stitching using 2 threads.
So
That's
beautiful.
so gorgeous.
It is, and I'm working down this
So beautiful.
border,
Isn't
and I believe I only have one more flower set.
And you're done?
With that border. Let me see, I'm
So come back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so there are 8 of these, and I've done 5. So I've got
Okay.
3 more to do.
Gosh,
And what I like about this is these aren't full borders, like it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, but
Mhm.
there are 4 distinct borders.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I see.
Yes,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. And I've gotten started on the big flowers on the inside.
Mhm.
Oh, those are the two more that you need because there's 4. One,
Oh, that's what it is? Okay, okay.
There's
So
1, 2, 3,
starting
4.
with
She needs
third.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a
So-
smallish piece for a Rosewood Manor because, her thing is a fat quarter or nothing.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of, sorry, empty space, so to speak,
But it's not a full fat quarter.
Oh, I don't
wonder
know
what the
how
size
big it
is,
is.
yeah.
We can find out since I think I've got the whole thing here. I do. The full size of it is 194 by 196.
Oh, that's not
That's a smallish piece.
for Rosewood Manor. It is.
Yeah, yeah. So, there's a little bit of back stitching in it, not too much. I don't think I've gotten to it yet. So that's Tumbling Rose by Rosewood Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Next piece I picked up, I always tend to do Rosewood Manor in March, since March is my birthday month. I spend a lot of time doing Rosewood Manor because I really like her designs.
Yes.
I picked up Turkish Delight. Deb is also doing this
Oh,
on
yeah.
a different fabric, and it's just amazing. Yours is a blush, a red blush.
Yeah, it's a pinky.
Gorgeous.
Mhm.
Love it. I'm doing this on 32 count ancient by Picture This Plus, and I'm using the thread pack. I originally purchased the chart and the thread pack when we were at Needlework Galleria in 2019.
Mhm.
And here's where I am.
Oh, wow, that's so pretty.
I am working, just trying to fill in down along in here. I came down here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing, a lot of these Rosewood Manors that have a lot of detail. There are times when it doesn't look like you're making progress because you're working on a lot of the little elements.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm not working on I think I may have finished the R.
Okay.
Maybe I finished the R, but I'm that may be a page end.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh.
so I'm coming down
Down the
here.
page.
Yeah, and sometimes you wind up I think this is actually another page. I think.
Okay.
But you kind of wander around over multiple pages, which is
Mhm.
kind of fun and interesting just from a process perspective.
Yeah, I do
So,
that a lot too. If I'm on a page and it's 2 pages, I'll finish
yeah.
it.
Yeah, because it just makes sense that once you get down and you still got the color in your needle, finish the color. Just if nothing else, just finish the thread.
Yeah.
So this is Turkish Delight. I'm enjoying it on this color fabric because you can really see the different elements in the piece. And it's such a well-designed piece.
It is. It's a beautiful piece. It just kind of gets lost on that fabric.
On the model,
Yeah.
Mojo Stitches, Bushland Quaker. I had this motif and
The one
this motif left to do. This time around, I finished this motif and I started that one.
Okay.
And this is on 37 count corn tassel by Legacy Linen. So I'm stitching using 1 strand over 2 threads, and it's a combination of DMC and cottage garden threads.
When you frame it, you need to frame it with very little fabric showing because it's perfect.
Yeah, it has
like
to be
this.
framed close.
Very nice.
Yeah, framed close. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that.
So this is, raise it up a little bit. Thank you. This is the piece that I finished this time. And this is where I'm working on that last big piece that goes in here.
Are you still gonna work on it this month?
No.
Okay,
It's
so it'll be finished
finished
next month.
I'll pull it out. That's what I mean by a focus. I'll definitely pull this out next month. Usually in my rotation, it would go back into rotation
Mhm.
and maybe sit for a couple of months until I
Mhm.
get back to it. But
Yeah.
I'll pull this out again next month
Nice.
and try to put it on a day that I know I'm going to be home.
Yes.
So I can just really concentrate on it.
Nice.
So we're getting there, Bushland Quaker. My Stitcher's Choice, Stony Creek.
Where's the paper with it? It's in the box. It's in the bag.
Yeah, I didn't take, I was trying to make a copy, but I realized now, I made it bigger because I thought the picture was so small.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Stony Creek Collection Designer Series Sampler 2005. They sort of call it Stitcher's Choice, but it's known mainly as Sampler 2005. And so the last time you saw it, I'm working in these specialty stitch boxes here, but I'm working on this side
Mm-hmm.
because I had a left-right issue.
Who doesn't though? Who doesn't have a
Well,
left
that was
right
a
issue?
pretty severe left-right.
Oh, my left from my right.
Yeah.
So the cha-cha slide?
Oh, they say, stop, you're all,
I'm like,
are you
or the
good?
Cupid shovel to the
Yeah.
left. I'm like,
You're all
what am I talking about? Yeah.
going in the wrong direction.
Oh, Shelia.
Yes, so I really, so I fixed the bottom corner here.
Mm-hmm.
Poor thing. It still took me 2 times to get it. I don't know what was going on. Something directionally, when I got into this corner, I just could not
Mm-hmm.
make it work, but I did. I finished this one. I finished this box.
What's the name of the stitch?
Okay, the name of the stitch is, this one is easier to keep track of than the other one. That's for the art show. This
That looks really nice. There's Debbie.
this, the one that I'm working on now over here.
No, the middle.
No, let me start with this one because I got that one in my hand.
Okay.
This one that I'm working on now is called a pulled ringed back stitch.
Oh, wait, you did work on it.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but pulled ring back stitch. And what it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-sided
Sorry.
figure pulled, so there should be little holes in the corners.
Yeah.
And then this little back stitches between each of those
Mm-hmm.
6-sided pieces. So I've done the top row, so I have to come back again and do more.
Mm-hmm.
And this one really takes a lot of concentration because you're literally working up and down and up and down. There's no straight across on it at all. The one in the middle is called,
Do you put your, like, when you learn how to do those stitches, do you put it like in a binder? So like all your specialty stitches?
no, but I tend to keep the charts.
Okay.
The one in the middle is called, I've made copies of them. Hold on.
It's coming.
It's getting here.
Well, it's,
Here it is.
oh, here it is.
It's called the stitch diagram. It's called
Wrapped coils?
Oh, yeah, wrapped coils. Thank you. Wrapped coils, and that was fun.
It
in
looks
that
fun.
You make a long stitch, a long straight stitch on a diagonal, and then you come up and over to literally wrap that long stitch.
That looks really nice. It looks like the Star, is it Star Trek? The Star Trek emblem?
Yeah, it does almost. Yeah.
I'm not a Trekkie or a Star Wars.
Yeah, wrapped
person.
coils. Yeah. And so that was once the hardest thing about it is that you are going down underneath that long thread. You're coming up here and going down under because you're wrapping that long thread. So you go down and it's one thread up each time.
Yeah.
Up, up.
Oh,
So sometimes I had to try to move the long thread aside so I could see the hole that I needed to go down in. So it just took a lot of time. And sometimes I had another needle that I would use to push that thread aside to make sure I was going down in the right spot. Oh,
that's so pretty.
It wasn't hard. It just required a lot of concentration and focus. That was it. So that was a good, bless you.
Thank you.
A good afternoon.
That looks so good.
Yeah. This one, like, this actually kind of epitomized for me what I like about specialty stitches. We were talking about that in the sense that they force they forced me to just sit and think about it and just concentrate on it and be focused. You can't rush. You have to take your time. You have to be patient. And I get to do all of these again on the other side. The exact same stitches are repeated
Nice.
on the other side. So what I learned from this side, I can apply to the other side. And yeah, so I've had to do so much pulling out that I was concerned that I'll have enough, but then I looked up the equivalent. This thread is a pearl cotton number 12 anchor 387. And I looked up the equivalent is DMC accrued.
Oh, okay.
So
This is your last string that you have left?
No. This is actually from the vine.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
That I have to carry over.
Got it.
So I wanted to do the 3 specialty blocks. And then next time I'll move the Q snap over to the other side and finish the vine and do the specialty.
Got it. So when you took this class, they talked about the specialty stitches.
Yeah, I have a doodle cloth from the class, which I occasionally will pull out and look at, like, 20 years ago.
20, literally.
Yeah, this is the doodle cloth that you actually use in the class.
Is it the same as the fabric that you're using?
Yeah, it's the same as the fabric. So here's my wrapped coil lesson right there.
Oh, look at the heart.
Yeah, that's the bottom stitch. That's the
oh,
bottom.
that's pretty.
Yeah, that's the bottom. And here is the diagonal pulled 4-sided stitch there. And yeah, so this whole little piece of paper was my learning. And that's I think that.
And here's a wrap. Your wrap coil is better now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This is your wrap coil.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you got needles.
Yeah, the needles. Well, no, these are my working needles. I just took them and stuck them back in here.
Got it.
So I would know where they are. But yeah, those are the same needles from the class.
20-year-old needles.
20 years, yeah,
vintage, right?
Vintage needles. What can I say? They've been preserved. Okay. Oh, I didn't work on. Yes, I did. Heartstrings samplery, what a time to be alive. I'm using a Zweigart Cashel, which is a 28 count blue whisper. I'm using a mix of call for and substitutes, some Victorian model sampler. Well, that's interesting. Victorian shawl. Huh. Some Valdani, all kinds of things in here. And this was a gift from Carolyn Zook. And she gave it to me because of the monochrome look, which I do like. But when I opened the chart and saw the color version, I liked it so much better. I think I say that every time I pull this out,
Yes,
but it's
you do.
true. So here's my progress. I'm working under here. So this is a repeat of this row. So I'm working here. I did get a lot of time on this this week, but I did finish this off and started on this one here. Now probably when I pick it up again, I'll go back to the green because it's easier to do these blossoms off of the vine.
Mhm.
So I'll do that. So this is coming along nicely.
Really
I'm
nice.
enjoying it
Really.
tremendously. Yeah, I really am.
Well, just by looking at what you've got now, you look like you've got at least 3 or 4 pieces lined up to be finished.
Yeah.
Yes, because I know it's hard to see because of the
Tone on
the
tone.
tone on tone of the picture, but underneath here,
Uh-huh.
this is repeated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I have that to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So the chart is basically here and
Right.
here.
And then
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so that's what it's time to be alive. So unlike the two slackers on this video, put a bird on it.
Interruption.
Put a bird on it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know today we were in March and we're good into March.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
We're like
Well,
one whole week into March.
I knew, but I got going on that other thing that was taking priority.
Berry.
Yeah. I mean, like I maintain to a lot of people say, I'm so behind.
That's true.
It's your own pace.
Correct.
It's not a race. This is, you have.
But I have to finish this. I'm the person.
You are the hostess.
Correct. So I have to be done by December.
You are the fearless.
But everybody else, look, take your time. Take your time.
I am caught up to
Ooh,
March.
Nice.
And I'm following kind of a weird routing. I wanted to finish down the side for Q-snap placement.
Mm-hmm.
I use an 11-inch Q-snap, and so I had to place it over here in order to be able to access this area. But I like to have a little bit more fabric underneath the Q-snap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I decided to finish down this side so I could get that nice Q-snap hold and placement here.
Okay.
And so now that I've done that, I actually was in a good spot to start that center motif, which I know is going to take forever and a day. It's not exactly center, but the big
Blue motif.
blue motif.
Big Blue, I like to call her.
Yeah, big blue. Big blue. So I started, this is all I worked on for this month. And it's in markup RXP, and I did, I can actually tell you the number of stitches I put in this month.
Do you wrote it down?
I wrote it down, and I'm doing that for this piece because I know to kind of keep me on track, given that I'm not following the flow.
Correct.
I know how many stitches I need to do per month,
Which is about 1,000.
which is a little over 1,000. So I did. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I always think it's on here. I need to anyway, so I figure it's 1,130 stitches per month.
Mm-hmm.
And I have completed 4,533 stitches according to Markup RXP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is 33 more stitches than what you
needed
Mhm.
for the month.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you. So yes, because I only needed 4,520. So I'm keeping track of what the objective is for the month,
Mm-hmm.
and then where I end the month.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that I'm
Yeah.
keeping up.
Yeah.
Keeping up. I'm not falling behind. So
You should put that in your book.
oh, underneath the last day of the month, write down my
The notes section. There's a little notes.
oh, put it on the notes. Oh, I could put it
Yeah.
in the notes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will. I'll go back and start and could come forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's my put a bird on it.
That's
I'm really happy
really
with
good.
the progress.
Yeah, it's really good.
When I pick it up next month, I will continue with
Big Blue.
Big Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The other thing I did this month, because I needed a little bit of a break, was to chart out my name. Charting out my initials
Mm-hmm.
is always hard because my last name begins with the letter M, and M is a big letter.
Mm-hmm.
M is one of those that takes up a lot of space.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I always have to carefully chart out placement
Mm-hmm.
for my initials to see if I can actually get all three in.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times when designers leave a space specifically for initials, they don't take into consideration that somebody's initials could be, for instance, M.
So maybe they
Yeah,
should do
yeah,
it.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Find the widest letter and then triple it.
make sure you got enough
Yeah.
space.
At
if
least that
somebody
much
is in-
space
Yeah.
with the
So
space in between
Yes.
exactly,
on
exactly.
either
So,
side. Yeah.
and oftentimes what I do, I have to work it in pencil, and working with the chart space is mark it up, but I go from the M and work it from the M over
Mm-hmm.
to the S, and then erase it and then reposition it so that I can get the placement.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were actually to look at my chart right now, what I noticed is that I've got it one row too low. So when I actually do it, I
Mhm.
know I need to come up a
One,
row
yeah.
to get it a little bit better placed in the
Nice.
space that Jacob left for us. But he did leave us enough space so I can get all three of my initials in.
Yeah. He left a good space.
Nice, good space for it. Yeah.
He did.
But his name is also M.
DeGraff, Jacob DeGraff, JDG.
MFE. All I thought was modern folk embroidery, y'all. That was all in here. Modern folk embroidery.
JDG is literally in the chart. Oh God, people. I don't know.
Listen,
Well,
listen, I don't know.
So, Deb, do you have any investments?
well, yeah. I broke down because it was directly in my face at the cross stitch cupboard in Fort Lauderdale. It's our LNS. It was in my face. We were sitting at the table and she had fabric from Fox and Rabbit
Oh, yeah.
on the table, which isn't fair. Not fair at all. It was one of my favorite colors from them. I've used it a couple of times and I've used it up. So it's called Ballet Slippers.
Oh, yes.
I got it not only in 36 count, I also got a little bit of 40 count.
Nice.
I want to show you guys the difference, which I thought was kind of,
Wow, look at that.
you know what? It's not showing up as much.
But you can see it.
You have something white?
Right? It's like a pale pink,
Mm-hmm.
but this one definitely a little bit darker.
Yeah.
So it's the 40 count that I guess picked up the dye a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's
But
still
I
very
love,
pretty.
I love this color, really do.
Mm-hmm.
Just very, very pretty.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Oh, you can see the pink.
this
Yeah.
is a half yard and this is a yard. No,
Mhm.
it's a quarter.
The
yard.
other, it's a quarter yard. 40 quarter yard, or 36 count is a yard.
As a half yard.
Half yard.
Half yard. Yeah.
Well, you know, if you have something like that, you have a fabric, a color, a count that you know you like, you've bought it, you've used it, you've enjoyed it, you like the pieces on it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
By quantity.
I've done a yard of country vintage country mocha.
Yeah. Sure.
And I've used it all.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Like I said, I've used up the whole lot of what I had before. So when I saw it, I thought, wow, I told myself nothing this year as far as fabric goes, and I've been keeping to it. But like I said, it was right. It was like candy at the counter, you know?
Yes. Yes.
When you're getting rung up.
It was at eye level.
It was right in front of my eyeball.
Right there.
There was no way to ignore it.
There wasn't, no, and not at all.
Was that your only investment?
That was it, yeah.
Okay. How about you, EJ?
No investment.
I have no investments. I have some needlework marketplace, Nashville market
Nashville market
purchases that you'll see either later this month or next month, depending upon when I can get to the cupboard. That I'm very excited about.
Nice.
Very excited. Okay, plans.
Oh, for me, I think I'm gonna get my sampler au fleur out and continue working on put a bird on it. And if I finish my goal for sampler au fleur, then I'm gonna pick up my sampler seasons of winter.
Oh, nice.
So you're gonna either see 2 or 3 projects, depending, or I just may not pick it up and I need to focus on put a bird on it.
Yeah, you got a lot to
To
catch
do.
up.
I got 1,441 stitches to do, and I've done 138.
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
It'll get done sooner than later.
Sure.
Sure.
But
We believe in you.
Thank you.
We know you got it.
Thank you.
Just need some determination, focus and determination.
That's right.
Okay,
So,
Deb, what about you? Your plans?
Okay, so for me, let me think. Depending on when I finish that berry, I'll go back to Oh Joyous Day. Or I won't go back to Oh Joyous Day. I'll go back to Put a Bird on. Depending on how much time I've got. So that runs until like 15th, 16th of the month. Then I'll switch over to something that I have a very minuscule start on, which you'll remember I showed you guys before. It's a Haid.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's called Bookworm.
Yeah, that's so
yes.
And she's sitting on a toadstool reading a book. She's a fairy. So back in the day, there was a place called Sunny Dyes, and they would do custom work for you. And so I got this fabric called Fairy Meadow.
Oh.
This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Now, you know that's going to be a super long chart. So
Yeah.
there's grass in here. So her toadstool part will be partially in the green. And she'll be, you know, mostly in this area.
Oh, well, nice.
So that's kind of what's going on there. But
so what's the stitch count on that piece? Because it didn't look like it was going to be that big.
It's not a regular.
Pictures are deceiving.
Yeah, it's not a regular Haid.
Right.
Let me see. The stitch count
on the bottom.
Well, the size it's okay, 442 by 568.
Pretty big girl.
She's big.
It's either a 5 or a 3.
Okay,
Oh,
I think it's a 5.
yeah,
So it'll be 17 by 22 inches,
okay,
and it's on 25 count.
okay.
Yeah. Are you stitching it over one or over two?
I think it's over 1.
No, huh?
I think it's over 1.
You're doing it over one because they usually chart it over two.
Mm, let me look. I did start it. I've got the tiniest of starts.
They do chart over. Oh, well, they do. I don't know.
It's over 1.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. It's over
Okay.
1.
Good.
So that's going to be my plan. So the next time you see Bookworm, I'm hoping something that you can actually see. And because right now it's the tiniest of corners, and there's actually a billion stitches in that little space because it's over 1. But yeah.
All righty. Oh, I can't wait to see her come alive.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah.
Oh,
And I'll probably give it to my librarian daughter.
Oh, nice.
That was the plan originally.
after you finish all that over 1, we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. The good thing is, a Haid is usually full coverage, right?
Yes.
So you have to do the whole background. On this one, and that's why I bought it, there's no background.
Oh, okay.
It's just the girl on the toadstools, the fair.
Okay.
All right.
So that's pretty much it for the whole month.
Okay. So for me, I'm actually coming back to Tumbling Rose, which is a Whipco call. So I
Okay,
did 1 day, so I've got 2 more days before the end of the month. And I
okay,
have them, I spread it out to 1 day each week. So you'll see it 2 more times this month. I
okay,
will also come back to the 2005 Stony Creek 2 more days. So one of those days is this week. So you'll see
okay,
both of those. So I will finish that that
Specialty
third
session.
box, yes, of specialty stitches.
uh-huh.
And that might take that whole day because it's if you
Yeah,
can get a
that's,
good flow going, but it's still not something you can do fast
Correct.
because of the making sure you're moving in the right directions and pulling the holes so you've got the open holes in it. But in addition, I'm
Right.
working on Women of Honor in recognition of Women's History Month.
yep,
I have the Kesslin's Border Series #1, which is her series. She's got 4 charts. Each chart consists of 4 tiles, if you will. Each tile uses the same 5 or 6 threads, but each in a different pattern, and they're just series of borders with a little center in them. So I'm doing the first series. I think I'm still in the first tile, and they're not that big, but as usual, if that was what if I used the same rotation that Deb uses, it would have been done a couple of years ago. And then I have the Modern Folk Embroidery Alternate Tree #2 from the 2024 annual piece. I bought the chart. And again, I cannot do those big charts. I mean, can't do them, but I loved the center trees. So I'm electing to do the center trees. And then so that pretty much is this week. And a Song of the Seasons.
You're doing that.
Yeah, which is another focus piece, I believe. I believe that's a focus piece. So, and then I've got next week's stitching, and then the following week I'll actually be gone. I'm actually gone the last week of March and the first week of April.
Okay, so we won't be filming.
Well, you and I won't be filming, but maybe you can talk to Shirley.
Oh, that's
Maybe a
right.
good time for you and Shirley to get caught up with the folks. Okay.
When
So
are you not gonna be here?
I will not be here
The
on
29th?
March 29th and April,
I
well,
guess I have to write these down in my calendar now.
I sent it to you. I
I'm
sent you
sure
my
you
travel
did.
schedule.
I'm positive you did.
Well,
So
will-
you'll be back by the second Saturday in
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So I actually will be back April 5th. We could film. I might be bleary-eyed.
No.
Well, I get back on the 4th.
You don't want to relax?
No, I'm coming off a cruise. I'll be very
If she does it right, she'll be relaxed.
correct. House may not be clean, but you know,
Okay, so we could do it on the
take
29th.
your dust allergy medicine.
We could film a little later too if you want.
Nah, I might as well get up. Remember, I'm
Okay.
coming, well, I'll be back pretty close to our time because I'm going to Southampton, England.
Yeah.
But then I'm cruising back this day towards
Oh,
east.
so you-
I'll
mhm.
gain an hour, lose an hour every day. So technically I'll be closer to
Mhm.
our time than
Right.
not, but
Correct.
I'll still be up probably really early.
Okay, I put Shelia vacay
Vacay on the 29th.
on the
So
29th.
maybe you and Shirley can do something that day.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. So I was talk about plans.
That was plans,
That
right?
was plans.
We're still talking about plans.
Yeah, still talking about plans. Sunshine Stitchers plans. So yes, and for those who, that it's a maiden voyage of the Norwegian cruise line Aqua, which is literally coming out of manufacture. I believe we will be amongst the first paying guests. A friend of mine is going with me, and we're so very excited. We are so very excited. All righty, so announcements.
I have a big announcement.
Okay.
Shelia's been talking about KANDAY'S Mediterranean cruise.
Yes.
Now, I have talked my daughter into going with me, so I'm going.
Yay!
I didn't want to do all the traveling by myself, the getting there kind of
Yeah.
So I talked her into it.
Oh, you could have gone with me.
Correct. You
We
had
could
two
say,
other
like,
people.
yeah,
Correct.
from the
Well,
same airport.
I just thought, okay, because I didn't want to go early and I didn't want to stay later.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Got
all
it.
of that.
Mhm.
But so I thought, well, if I do this, maybe I can talk my daughter into going, because 2026 would have been my 50th anniversary. So I thought, yeah, we'll kind of celebrate that. And my daughter, fingers crossed, will be in her last efforts to finish her second master's.
Oh,
So that summer she'll be done.
Nice.
nice.
So a lot of stuff to celebrate.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm glad she's coming.
Oh, that's
Yay.
wonderful. Oh, thrilling. Yes.
I'm
really, really
so excited. Can't tell you.
Okay.
We are too. That was happy announcement. I mean,
Yes.
yes. So don't forget about put a bird on it. You still have time, clearly.
Absolutely, we have time.
Show it, let the people know that you will not be behind.
Wow. Wow.
And look, if the hostess is on February, February, you can clearly
Yeah.
start now.
I'm not saying you can't, but you can. But shady.
I'm
Shady,
just-
shady. Woo-wee.
letting folks know that is within the realm of possibility. And some folks have started and finished
Correct.
already. It is a wonderful stitch. We hear from so many people.
It is.
And you
It
had
really
your
is.
stitch last night.
E-
I mean, Friday.
Yes, we did
Friday.
have our
Monthly
Zoom in stitch.
Mhm.
The first Friday.
Friday, totally just spaced out. Number one, I hadn't taken a nap for a long, long time. I decided to take a nap Friday. So my whole day, I woke up like after, okay, so I napped after I ate dinner, which was an early dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't give it a second thought what day it was, what time
Yeah.
it was.
Mhm.
I didn't realize until this weekend,
Uh-huh.
lady, you just missed. I'm like, oh my gosh, was this the first Friday? Yes.
Put it as a reminder. Put it as a reminder, and that it repeats the first Friday of the month. Put it on your phone.
That's what I had to do.
For except that wouldn't have done any good.
No,
Well-
because she wouldn't have looked at her phone.
No, because I was in a total like
No, when you nap, you like completely knocked out. You don't. Your phone doesn't. Your phone rings. It would ring. If you
yeah,
put it
but
as a
I don't ever have the ringer on.
Oh. No. Neither do I, but if you put it as an alarm, it will ring. Because mine is on silent 95% of the time.
Yeah.
It still wakes me up in the morning to go to work.
Mm.
Well, I don't have that worry either.
Yeah, you have to have, yeah, you have that.
Oh, I was so mad when I realized.
It was a good I had to go to sleep because I had to wake up around 6 o'clock to do the walking.
Mhm.
But Candy held it down and they closed it off at around 1 o'clock, she told me.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was so mad I missed it.
Yeah. She
was
said she
fun.
did like 409 stitches that day.
Very good.
Yeah, for that stretch of time.
It was
It was-
fun.
yeah.
We saw so many
Yes.
people, folks that we've had a chance to meet. It was
Mhm.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Some new people to meet.
And the variety is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, all people working on the same
Project.
So
Correct.
The
fun to see.
approaches.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's just fascinating. I thoroughly enjoyed that aspect of this particular
It's so good.
style.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, 'cause it really is people are, and so many people are doing things as first
Mhm.
time modern folk embroidery,
Mhm.
first time monochrome, first
Mhm.
time using a particular thread
Yeah.
or count
Count
of
or
fabric.
first time change, like doing not called for.
Yes, yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people doing that. So it's just really just if you have an interest and you think you might be interested in doing something a little different,
Yeah.
this is a good one a good piece to try, and you do it in a lot of company.
Yes.
We have in our Facebook group, people are asking questions, getting help, getting feedback, getting assistance,
Yes.
tips. There's also a side chat, which I still don't understand. It's like a Facebook chat. Put a bird on it that people are very helpful in that chat.
Uh-huh.
It's just really an incredible chat.
Nice.
And then our second announcement, which is what Deb was just talking about, is
Mhm.
Candy's Mediterranean Adventure,
Mhm.
which is when is it? July.
Yeah,
The
it's
21st?
June
The 21st?
21st to the 28th,
Yes,
27th.
Something like
yeah, we're using my
21st to the
phone.
26th.
So I need to write it down because I always go to my phone to look up the information. Yes, thank you, Deb. June 21st to the 28th, 2026, on the Norwegian cruise line Epic,
Mm-hmm.
leaving from Rome and ending in Barcelona. We have one sea day. We make 2 extra stops in Italy, maybe 3, a stop in France, and we end in Barcelona.
Nice.
And several of us are going in a couple of days early into Rome to do mad sightseeing
Mm-hmm.
and eating great food.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're
I
going
hear the gelato is like top notch.
I go on the gelato diet.
Yeah.
When I go to,
Uh-huh.
it's the reason why I've gone back so many times.
The gelato.
For the gelato.
I'm here for the gelato.
I'm here for the gelato.
Like when you go to customs, what are you here for? Business or pleasure? Gelato.
And that's all business.
Yeah.
That's right. I have gelato every day,
Uh-huh.
and then depending, I may have it twice a day. I mean, Yes,
Yeah.
got to do it. Just
Mhm.
got to do it. And then we're going to stay maybe a couple of days, extra day in Barcelona to do mad sightseeing. So Barcelona is just a beautiful city. And we will stop in Livorno, which is the access point to Pisa to see the Leaning Tower, and
Wonderful.
Florence, which is a Renaissance city. So a lot of the architecture and sculpture reflects what's the matter? Renaissance?
I'm like, oh, do they sell turkey legs? Those big turkey
What?
legs. Ah,
She's thinking about those
it's
Renaissance.
Turkey legs?
yeah.
Like the Ren Fair? Okay.
The big turkey legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I think the answer there would probably be no.
All right, go ahead.
So, and it's just thrilling, just thrilling to see, and as well as so many of the other stops that we're making. So I'm so happy that Deb and Megan are coming. That's going to be it's just so fabulous. So yay.
Yay.
So if you're interested, the information is below in our description box, the contact information
Yes.
for Lisa at Norwegian Cruise Line, and just tell her that you want to do the Mediterranean cruise with Shelia and Candy. So, yeah.
Sounds good.
Yes, we hope you decide to join us. It's just going to be, and this is what we call
No
the No
frills.
Frills Cruise. We don't schedule anything. We'll have dinner together as a group. In at the end of the day, but if you want to do specialty dining, you go do that. It's your cruise. You pick the excursions that appeal to you. We're not going to we're not doing group excursions. Most of us may decide to do a particular excursion, like we may all pile on to go to the Leaning Tower in Florence, but that's because
We all wanna go.
Yeah, exactly. On the C day, we'll reserve a room for stitching depending upon our numbers. And in the evening, we'll also try to get a room reserved so we can stitch and gather in the evening. But if you want to go to a show, fine. If you want to go to one of the clubs to see an act of some sort, fine. Yeah, I mean, it's a do your own thing kind of cruise. It really will be. So check it out. So that's the end of the announcements.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So Deb, is there anything else that you think we need to cover? I'm so excited.
I know. I waited to tell you I wanted to surprise you.
Oh, you did. Because I had already settled in my head that you weren't going to
weren't
go.
going. I know.
Yeah, I was like, no, Deb's not going to go.
I knew I had some who's next points, who's
Yes.
next
Mhm.
credits.
Coupons.
I felt like this would be a great one to use it on.
Yes.
So that helped out quite a bit.
Yes. And this is such a great itinerary. The places that we're going are just so iconic in history and the things that we've read about in books and you all both like the fantasy type romance novels things, right?
At one point, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and these are the areas where a lot of this kind of came from when they talk about the different woods and places. They're in these areas. In addition to England, a lot of it takes place in English Isles, kind of.
Oh, you're talking about that, like romance literature.
Yeah, y'all like that.
Ours is like in Fae world.
Yeah, she likes fantasy.
Vampires, Fae.
Yeah, vampires came from Europe. They're not American. They're European.
No, they're not European either, or American. They're just like.
But the
because the origin.
Yes.
Got it. I understand.
Dracula's castle
is in
Europe.
Yeah. Yes.
Brand Castle or Braun Castle is in Europe. Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Side note. Okay. Anyway.
All right.
All right.
So I think we've said it all.
Yes. Don't forget.
No matter
No
where
matter where you are.
The sun is always shining when you're stitching.
Bye.
Hold on. Let's see. Oh, wait. Smile.